made the decision of going to the gym and working out more, which seemed like, the reasonable, healthy decision to make come the new year. And then you're like sore after like 5 minutes. And then the next day comes and you're like still sore. And you're like, okay, I see you, spin class / gym / Zumba. That seemed like such an awesome idea at the time. What do I do so I can continue on going? Because the music is going through me. All right, if you relate, then this video is definitely for you. So in this video, you guys, we are going to be talking about, well, first of all, hey guys, what's going on? It's Meshi with Path to Wellness with Meshi. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to fuel and what you can do prior to working out and then after your workouts so that you reduce and you prevent injury. And there's quite a few things that I have learned along the way as I started training and I started increasing my endurance trainings and that sort of thing. So I thought that I would just hop on here and just offer you my insights, both as a massage therapist and also as a fellow seeker of awesome sauce workouts. So if you wanted to see some of my tips that I think that will help you out in preventing some crazy injuries, then just stay tuned and let's get started with the video. So here's the thing. You see the listings, you log online, it's like 11 o'clock at night, which is, at this point it's beyond me why I'm still up. But then you're looking at like the schedule and one says hip hop class, the other one says, caliente. And you're just thinking, oh my gosh, that sounds like a nightclub, but then I'm moving my body and it's an excuse for me to shake my booty. Perfect. Then the next day you literally cannot walk because your legs are cramping to a point of preventing you from even moving. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to be talking about 3 different things that I think will help you like tremendously. Okay, number 1, let's not waste any more time right now. We really don't have time to waste at this point because we have a class to catch. Okay, number 1, there's so much to share, but number 1, fuel accordingly. Okay, fuel accordingly. Take a look at what your schedule is looking like. Take a look at what activity you're actually going to be getting yourself into, because it matters whether you're going to be doing an endurance boot camp type of class, or you're going to be doing weight training, or you're going to be doing a long distance endurance type cardio such as running, swimming, biking, you name it, or if it's going to be a short high intensity type of workout, you want to fuel accordingly. Okay, so what I mean by that is that you want a combination, whether that's in a liquid form or in food, you want to make sure that you have a bit of complex carbs as well as simple sugars that are sort of in your diet, or you want to make sure that you have at least a couple of hours before you have some healthy fats. So think like nuts and seeds and avocados and coconut oil and like grass-fed meat. All of those things will have enough fat in there that will have the ability to fuel you without really weighing you down. So for those of you that are following the ketogenic diet, you're obviously going to be looking at, eating around lunchtime, and then like your activity should be around like 1:30, 2 o'clock. So you want to kind of give yourself that buffer time so that when you do go and you have like a high intensity workout, then you are fueling accordingly. If you're looking at something like a cardio type of class, then it's not necessarily that you need to eat a lot, but you definitely want some of those quick carbs. So things like oatmeal is going to be really great, especially if you can get some whole grains in there. So think like hemp seeds and chia seeds and things like that, that will not only are super fuel, they're also high in protein as well. They are high in oils. So think omega-3, omega-6, that will also kind of just carry you through. Worst case, if you're completely crunched for time, you don't have time for any of that, then think smoothies, but don't think smoothies like a watered down smoothie with like basically just sugar. Try to add some greens. So think spinach, think avocados, that sort of thing, that it has enough oomph that you're not going to be like vomiting halfway through your class, but at the same time, it fuels you to a point where it can give you that extra edge. So that's number 1. Number 2 is timing. Number two is very important because I want you to take a look at the activity levels, but then also I want you to have like a really good self-care game afterwards. What do I mean by self-care game? Like, what does that mean? Again, self-care game in this regard will involve, you're going to need a different type of aftercare from like a spin class than you will from like running or from weight training. Make sure that you give your body enough of a time to recover before you jump into the next activity. That's number one. And number two is make sure that you add enough self-care in there so that your body has the appropriate environment when it can recover safely. So that would involve things like your Epsom salt bath. Super obvious, super inexpensive. Most of you will not do this. And I know this because I talk to you and you tell me. And then you're like, what's an Epsom salt? Epsom salt is a little bit different than normal sodium salt. With sodium salt, obviously it has sodium in it. Epsom salt has magnesium primarily. You dump it into your bath water. If you want to get really fancy, you can add some essential oils. So think like lavender or eucalyptus, or you can add your wild orange. Like you can rose, like really, sky is the limit, ladies. Sky is the limit. But the main thing is to make sure that it's Epsom salt. Make sure that, you can add your essential oils right in the bag, and then you put it in your water and soak in the water for at least about 15 minutes. Let that magnesium soak right into your tissues because it will help you recover a little bit faster the following day. Another thing that within that whole self-care game, and if you guys want, I can also do like a full routine of like post-workout routine that I can kind of show you some of my tips of what I personally do after a longer workout. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see that. I would be happy to show you. Because keep in mind, that will change actually with what I do in the spring versus what I do in the winter. I'm just saying because my activities are going to be different. So just keep that in mind. Basically, your Epsom salt needs to be there. Your hydration needs to be there. We need to talk about the whole hydration situation because most of you are severely dehydrated. And the fact that you can go into any workout class or you can show up to the gym without your water bottle is mind-boggling to me, even to this day. So take proper hydration seriously because you want to fuel your tissues. You want to make sure that you hydrate it, and not just hydrate it with water. Add a little bit of lemon water or lime or grapefruit. Any type of citrus will do. You can also add a little bit of coconut water, tons of electrolytes. It's going to help you out. I know it'll probably taste a little bit weird at first. So if you don't, if you're not feeling coconut water, like there's a lot of different options as far as electrolytes are concerned, but you want to make sure that you replenish things that you sweat out, and it's not just sodium and potassium. You want your cells to be able to constantly function at optimal levels, especially after you just depleted them after a workout. So definitely make sure that your aftercare is on point. Also, within that aftercare, be conscious of when you're actually scheduling your massage treatments, your osteopathy treatments, your chiropractic treatments. It will have an effect on how fast you can actually recover. Going to a massage therapist after you've had your workout and you're super sore, we can kind of, you can look at like fascia release. If you're not doing that self-care game at home, then, we can look at just releasing a little bit of stiffness with the fascia. And that helps you if you're doing weight training, if you're doing long distance running, if you're doing like spin classes, if you're doing any type of cardio activity, your fascia will probably need to be released regardless. You want to make sure that you are utilizing the healthcare practitioners that are around you the most optimal way. That's why they are there. Honestly, that's why they're there, so that they can help you along your own wellness journey. The idea is not for you to just go so that you can fall asleep. The idea is to cater your treatments, all of your treatments, like talk to your chiropractor, and let them know, listen, this is my plan, this is my weight loss plan, this is my workout plan, help support me with the treatments so that my body can recover faster. You want to have that open communication with your practitioners because that's why they are there. And if they're not there, then you need to have like an honest look at who is your practitioners and if they are helping you along the way or not. Just saying. And my last tip for you is again, it goes back to timing of how you're timing your workouts. You want to kind of spread things out so that it gives your body a little bit of time for you to recover. So make sure that ample rest, you elevate your legs after a workout. You use hydrotherapy accordingly. So things like sauna, steam room, sitz bath, all of those things, they make a world of a difference if you utilize them properly. Utilize them. That's why they are there. Like most gym facilities will offer you those options for a good reason, so that you are, you're helping your body along in recovering. So really just try to actually, the whole point of this video is really just to help you honor your body the way that it's supposed to be honored, and thank it for like allowing you to actually get healthier and allowing you to just function at a state where you are healthier and you are stronger, and you kind of want to just pay attention to the basics. You will be seeing some of my tips and like the series that I'm creating for you guys when it comes to just chatting about how, like, we're talking about first breakfast, but I mean, we're going to tackle breakfast, we're going to tackle snacks, we're going to tackle lunch. I want to kind of look at all of those different times of the day where we're fueling our body appropriately, especially as we're getting a little bit closer to shifting out of winter. So the way that you're going to be eating, the way that you're going to be drinking, the way that you're going to be moving your body is going to be completely different in winter than in spring, which is obvious, but I thought I would point it out and remind you. Spring is coming. Hey! Okay, I hope that you found this helpful. I hope that you found this useful. Let me know in the comments below what your number one tip is when it comes to recovering from your workouts, and also like what is the number one thing that has helped you? Was it a practitioner? Was it just drinking more water? Was it your Epsom salt? Was it your massage? What was it? I would love to hear from you, so let me know down in the comment section. And if you are brand new here, well, welcome. I'm so glad that you are here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give me a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. I usually post here on this channel about 3 times a week. We shoot for Tuesdays, Thursdays, and once on the weekend. And we kind of talk about a few different topics. Sometimes we talk about spiritual practices. Sometimes we talk about how to take care of our bodies and our minds in a more holistic way so that it functions a little bit better. Other times we talk about how to eat cleaner. So because we kind of go into a few different topics throughout the week, you might not know what's going to be coming out when. So to help you out and to be a little bit more conscious of your time, I usually release a recap email every single Sunday that I send out to my email community, where I show you some of the best takeaways from each of my videos. If you wanted to sign up, completely free and complimentary, link is down in the description so you can check that out. And in the meanwhile, keep seeking, keep working hard, you guys, because you are so much stronger than you give yourself credit for. And I will see you guys again in my next video. Bye.